Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Carol Matebula saying hi, 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 everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, and a wonderful evening, wherever you are in the world, because it is very important to make sure that you're feeling well at all times. That's your responsibility as a human being to make sure that this body is in a good shape. As you know that you guys, my work is to work around the body and understanding the respiration of the body and understanding the vibration of the body and understanding the hidden language of the body. And I realized that the most important thing for us, really, that's why health and well-being and mindfulness, it's called body, mind, and soul. What does that mean? Body, mind, and soul. Those are the three important elements of your life as a citizen of this earthly plane of ours. It's to understand your body, your mind, your soul. There are working three of them, and then I'll go into details. So today the subject really is about the essence and that's understanding the essence of body, mind, and soul. The subject today on the what is the day today? What is the day today? Is that the 12th, the 10th? I think I get so I get so messed up with dates, you guys, and bear with me. The reason being, I am always working. I'm always having people around. Just Saturday and Sunday, I had a workshop once again. Incredible workshop. And the workshop was, as usual, Vunkuwa, African massage, exploring the deep oceans of our body, exploring the deep oceans of our beings. In Vunkuwa, that's what we do. We study the temperatures that occur around our body when our body is out of balance. These temperatures, it's really amazing what this Vunkuwa massage is. The more I'm doing it, because of I've grown up in it. It has brought me up. I was brought up by me understanding the essence of the movement of our body and how our body can be compromised when we're not engaging the three elements of who we are, our sense of responsibility, which is body, mind, and soul. We gotta really focus on that, because I think as a person, the more I'm meeting people and the more I'm training people, different characters come my way, different melodies are sent my way, and through these melodies, I'm really getting to understand so deeply where does the essence of taking your own responsibility to make those around you feel comfortable. It is your responsibility of understanding your inner whisper, because your inner whisper, it's the connection with your inner subconsciousness. It's your connection with your inner beauty. It's your connection with your inner peace, resonating the peace in the world. So when you are connected with your inner subconscious, then so are you connected with all that it is around you. And drama, it is not what you find yourself exposed with. You do your level best to, as much as you can, to minimize drama, because when we are not connected with our inner essence, with our inner subconscious, with our inner spirit, with our inner high divine energy, which I call your governors, which is your governors come from, of course, God the creator, who have created everything that we are in. Some of us, we want not to believe that this world was created. We want to believe that there's nothing to believe upon, but I truly believe that there is the force that keeps this beautiful energy going. And it's not a force of the law of order or whatsoever. It's just really what it is. Now, when we understand that, we also understand that our souls, our inner subconsciousness has to be in line with what it is. So having to be the one who's working with the body so much at all times. And as I say, this past 2 days, I had a workshop and it was incredible. I met really amazing people. And through that as well, I get to be exposed how much responsibility people own, and through owning their own responsibility, how their body whisper works. God there is a body whisperer. And I'm going to line this up very clear for you guys in step by step to give you an understanding. When I say body whisper, what do I mean? So we're going to start with a body whisper. And of course, body whisper versus your breathing. Your breathing, it's the number one priority to me. As you come to my doorstep and you come to me and you want to normalize your body, the way you breathe, it is very, very vital for me, because how you breathe indicates how you understand yourself above all, and how do you look at others around you. Because the shallow our breath is, the shallow, and there's more, the more shallow it is, the more you're not engaging with anyone, and you're not even engaging with yourself. So this is where the essence of understanding, understanding your inner body, mind, and soul occurs. So now let's start with the body, because of it's what we seemingly human beings are really busy with more than anything. Our body, it's not just something that needs to be beautified, to be made look lovely so that people can admire, because that's what we live upon. We live upon admiration. We seek to be admired. We seek to be told that we're beautiful. We seek to be told that we're dressing up well. We seek, so that's what we do, and we eat so that we nourish this velvety tissue of ours. But this velvety tissue of ours, it is so vulnerable. Yes, through the voices that we speak, through our thoughts, through our visionary, through all that, it seems as we are holding a steel. Somewhere, somehow, we have thought of our body as a steel, something that it's made out of steel, something that it's made out of hard materials. And when we do everything that we do, it's really putting this a fragile energy of ours through so much things, because of, I don't know why do we think that way. And I'm saying that because of, I see when people are lying down on the bed, when people come to my bed, what I tend to discover. So a body, it is your God outer. So we've got an inner subconsciousness, which is represent the inside, and ever speaking with the outer body, which is also the representation of your inner power, your inner hidden world. You can see it from the outside, how your skin looks, how your colors look, how your feet look, you know, on a daily basis. I'm so sorry, you guys. I hope I don't reveal too much of myself. On a daily basis, what I tend to do is to go under my feet and look at them and say, oh, are you looking wealthy? What are your colors? And then you realize that the feet tells a whole different story of where we are at. The colors are, I check my colors on the daily to see where is my body? What are the colors? What are the temperatures? I touch myself, and all the time, what do I want to find? I want to find the essence of beautiful warmth, that when I touch my skin, my body says to me, Carol, you're well, good, all is balanced, and then I know that I'm well. So, but lots of people, we don't do that. Lots of people, we are not connected with this tissue. We are connected with it in covering it as much as we can do to cover, so that people don't see mistakes around it. And the moment we want to cover, to hide the mistakes around it, the more actually we are exposed into the mistakes that we feel within ourselves. Because the mistakes that we think, the moment you stand and look at yourself and think, I have a mistake there, and this needs to be removed, that needs to be removed, that needs to be enhanced, that there is something, there's a melody there, that's your body saying, I'm actually missing something from deep within. So there is a lot into body, mind, and soul. And it's very important to firstly really understand your duty. It's to really understand that as we walk around the world, there is positivity. There's a lot of positivity that goes around in the world. But yet there's also a lot of negativity that goes around in the world. And which part of these two sides are you? We are made to be sensible. We are made to feel. You know, have you ever walked in the street and feel like, you know what? It feels as if something is not safe here. And I need to be more vigilant. I need to be more aware. And of course, later on, you realize, you know what, I was right, because then suddenly something happens. So that essence, it's us, it's ours, it's given to us. Our intuition of us mapping where we're at, it's actually our essence. So now each and every human being that you meet, some of them are soft, some of them are lovers, some of them are protectors, some of them are destroyers, some of them are confused, some of them, they are captured by the past pains, and these past pains, wherever they go, they walk around with them. So there is always, around society, there's so much for you to find yourself exposed with. So it is very important to understand your inner whisper and to protect this velvetyness of ours. And we can only understand the velvetyness of ours. It's being soft. Be soft as much as you can. Be protective as much as you can. Be aware of those around you, that it's very important to protect them. But there's also bad in that. You have to understand that they are clean souls who are really, really beautiful, and they are here to beautify. But there are also those who have been scarred by the past, who have been robbed of their inner beauty, and they don't know how to enter into the world of inner beauty. They want to destroy, and you can't blame them. You can't blame them, but what you can do is to protect yourself. The moment you really encounter somebody who's really, really on your energy, and you can feel that they are on your energy, your right is to protect yourself. It's to close doors and say, no, sweetie. Especially as a healer, because I really realize that the moment you classify yourself as a healer in this world, you are then exposed to so much that everybody wants you to be in a certain stage of obedience. You gotta always be obedient. But when do you draw the line of obedience, of protectiveness, and obedience of you really knowing that at this moment I have to give, and in this moment I have to assess the energies and really check, is this for me? Yes, I'm a healer, but what is the energy that is coming across my way? So by taking responsibility as a human being yourself and say, is it my body well? Is it my hidden language well, which is your inner subconsciousness? What am I saying? Who do I want to pay revenge to? Who do I think owes me and they have to pay? Who do I think that I gotta be better, modern? So those voices, those are the voices that you have to be careful of, because there is no one who owes you anything in this world. Whatever pains you have discovered, whatever pains you have overwhelmed, that was your journey. Pain, it's not something to sit back and say, I have experienced that, 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 and the world has to give me answers. And there will never be answers for you. Pain is to pave you to understanding the vibration of this earth. So your body, the one who is walking around this universe, who have experienced, you need to check your breath. Painful as it is, painful as memories occur to you, painful as they are played as if you're watching a movie, normalize them by understanding your breath. Because the more we take our deeper breath, the more we erase the memories, the more we make memories lighter. Even though they don't go away, they become lighter. So when people come to me, I say, I can tell who the person is within a blink of an eye through their breath. How have you forgiven? How do you do not think that the world owns you? How do you think that everything that you are, that it's not perfect, it's because of others? Through your breath. So this morning, let's take a moment and connect with this velvety silkiness, the most beautiful touch you can never experience. Even animals, when you touch animals with a human being touch, they melt. We've got a power of melting everything, especially when everything is done harmoniously and peacefully. So this morning, we're going to breathe as we connect and relax. Listen to that voice that says, he's hurting me, she's hurting me, they're hurting me. I'm not being with myself at this moment because they're hurting me. Take a moment of few seconds, breathing in, and remember that they are not there. Once you start focusing that you have actually jumped out of your train into the train of they. And once you're in the train of they, you are in this train. This train will take you from all angles, but not in the direction where you want to go. So this morning, it's to realize that for you to be away from the drama, for you to be able that the moment you engage into something and that become a part of you, you have moved out from your own train. So moving back into your train where you say they, but what am I saying? Breathe in. And out. Breathe in as we begin the week. Creating clearness, creating peacefulness, creating a foundation of peace, and remembering they are always around you. You are surrounded by they more than anything. You will only see yourself when you have a mirror around you. They are your view. They are watching you every step of every second of every minute. They are acting and reacting on every step of every second of every minute. The only way for you to surrender to your inner beauty, to your inner protection, remember you have to create a beautiful color that you have decided as your color of protection and put it around you. That color, it is where you find yourself, where you say, they are watching, they are saying, they are touching, they. Now, how am I going to be a part of them in a way that I'm balanced, in a way that I am? Because it's looking far, and take a moment as we saying they and feel how hard it is on your chest. They. It's like you have left your body for a second. So now, as you're thinking about they, and your heart is pumping, and your lungs are pumping, and you're not breathing as normal, they're taking over this Monday morning, as it is very, very early in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning in London. I don't know what time it is in the world, wherever you are. Take a moment to move away from day and peacefully. Maybe you've encountered some hiccup situation this weekend. Maybe you have been challenged. Maybe you have been compromised. Maybe you have been put in situations that you never thought that you would be in. Now, the message today is, once this velvety experience, it's up to you what you're going to do to minimize the experience, or what you're going to do to intensify the experience. And I always say the best thing for you to really minimize the happenings, minimize the compromisation that you find yourself in, is to take a moment and breathe. And as you breathe, you visualize yourself. You give yourself a center of your preview. That's the view that you want to see more than anything. It's not a view of they. It's not a view of one of them among they who you find as a challenge. You need to visualize and breathe in gently and slowly move away the challenge and replace the challenge with yourself. Again, take a deeper breath as you're replacing the challenge with yourself. The challenge gets removed and yourself gets even more kind of a 3D dimension. You see yourself in a 3D. And as you're doing this, look at yourself, look at your image. How do you feel? Are you looking angry as you're replacing yourself from that obstacle, which is the biggest challenge, and the obstacle becomes beauty, which is you? Look at you now as you breathe in and as you see yourself as peaceful as you would want when this challenge has been moved away. What would you like to see? What would you like to replace that challenge with the image of you? What is it that you want to feel at this present moment once that challenge has been erased completely and you are standing still into the peaceful 3D image of yourself? So today, remember, it's about understanding the essence of your body, mind, and your soul. So at this moment, we are really talking about your body, transforming it into your inner subconsciousness, and you're looking at it, and what you want to feel around you, it's that 3D of you saying that I am beautiful. Yes, I know I'll be challenged sometimes. Yes, I know I'll be shaken sometimes. Yes, I would need to do my own responsibility through these experiences by getting to feel the essence of my being. And as you're doing this breathing in and out, you're feeling the sensation of your existence. You're feeling the tips of your fingers tingling. You're feeling the tips of your toes tingling. You're feeling your ears tingling. You're feeling, and you're realizing that there is no bigger obstacle that will ever be bigger than me. I am bigger than my obstacles. Because when I'm bigger than my obstacles, they come my way, but they don't take away my essence. They come my way, but they can never take my essence because of I'm connected with my body, mind. And my mind, it's when I clear the noises. My mind, it's when I realize that I'll be challenged. My mind is, how much am I going to challenge? No, I'm not going to challenge anyone, but I'll do my best to protect the sounds that I hear. Sometimes I would never have the power to protect it. I'll have to go through the noises. But when I come out of those noises, who am I? So the power of you resides on how much responsibility are you taking for your peace? How much responsibility are you taking to make sure that your body is in a good shape? Our body, the illnesses in our body begins longer than you can imagine. Every illness in our body, it does not begin as a big boom. It begins very small. It begins very small. Now, how aware are you with that body? So that you can be able to discover this thirst. Diseases, I call them thirst. The body is thirsty. The body is thirsty for your own nourishment, for its own nourishment. So as we embark on this journey of these carols, discussions, early morning discussions, remember, it's about we are the power of our bodies. We are the governors of our bodies. We are the foundation of the sensation, the beautiful sensation that we feel. And the beautiful sensation, it's not what you say, it's not how you say to people, it's what you feel, what your body says to you. It is more than any powerful story that you can ever imagine. So everything that you do today, remember, focus on what your body is saying. How much insult are you having towards others? How much pain are you having towards others? Because of your situation, it's not in such a good space where you would want it to be. Start visualizing it. Start breathing it and attracting it to your way. Start breathing, breathing its essence. That's where all our hidden signatures of our individualism, it's written. That's where our, how do you say it, our coating of uniqueness, it is lying between your breath. Your breath, it's actually the power of who you are. Everybody breathes the same air, but everybody takes a different coating out of this air. So today, this is the message. The message is that let us emphasize on our bodies. Our bodies will never be in peace until we change our voices. No one owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you for their, if those people don't feel well with themselves and they are challenging, they are all that, that's their story. Your story is how do you protect yourself? And once you have protected yourself, how do you then give those people their own universe? That these people at this present moment, they don't resonate with my universe because of I can feel the turbulence when they're around me. And then once you have said that, you say it, and then you never say it again. You let them free. You let them free in their world. It's their world until they have discovered the inner peace. So can they be humble to come back to you and say, hey, this is where I'm at. But if you feel that it is your biggest obstacle, even when you're on your space, you rage and you've got voices where you want that person to understand that you can't breathe because of them. Those are not them. It is you, again, implementing the power of negativity to rise higher and higher to the equator of our space. So always find a way to experience and always find a way quickly to cut off the story so that you can replace. So always replace, always breathe, take a moment of oh boy. And then take another moment of, and as you breathe, you remember the peacefulness lies in your hands. The peacefulness for your own beautiful spirit lies in your hands. The peacefulness of you being connected with these beautiful eyes of yours and really not lying to yourself, not lying to your surrounding, not lying to anyone, but above all, not lying to yourself. Say it as it is within your soul. If you are challenged, say it, I am challenged. And if you say, I need to do something about a challenge, say it within yourself and do something about it. And when you do something about it, you do something about it in peace, expressing yourself, but stay with your conviction. Your feelings are yours, and you've got a right to feel them the way you feel. But then after you have felt them, find a way to raise them. After you have made an understanding, remember, it's always about overstanding. Overstand your soul, overstand your body, love who you are, resonate that love around you, and ever understanding that the diseases begin from our inner hidden unfinished voices. Forgiveness, 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 forgiveness. Your body, as Vunkuwa therapist, my God, a body is fascinating. A body tells a lot of stories. The stories of happiness within yourself, the story of unhappiness within yourself, the story of rage within yourself, the story of peace within yourself, the story of love within yourself. Your body has all these messages. So this is it. Carol saying the essence of understanding your inner whisperation, which is from the body, mind, and soul. So once you have understood the breath of forgiveness, the breath of peace, shutting off the mind, clearing up the body temperatures and colors by just really finding a space of a beautiful, think of yourself, really create a visionary about yourself. Choose the most amazing thing that you classify as you in this world. It could be one or two. My one is whenever I try to rectify me to come back to my essence, I always think of myself as botanical garden. We have a park in South Africa, in Cape Town, called Stellenbosch. Is that what is it? Kirstenbosch. Is it Kirstenbosch Park? I don't remember well. It has been a long time I haven't been there. That park has always been my essence. This park, when you go there, you see the Table Mountain. It's at the back of the Table Mountain. I think it's at the back of the Table Mountain or something, but it's surrounded with mountains, and you see beautiful flowers of different kinds. So for me, Kirstenbosch, it is my peace. When I want to discover me, I always think of that park, because that park represents the wholeness of the beauty of nature. And then the second part, it's of course the oceans. You know, I used to in South Africa, when I used to run my beauty clinic in the waterfront. Before I started working with any clients, I would take a walk into the deep oceans of either Kim's Bay or Sea Point, and I'll walk through the rocks until I find myself deep into the belly of the ocean. And I would stand there and I would visualize my peace. I would visualize the world where I would want to see myself in. And today, as Carol Matebula, I have managed to reach all the desires that I have ever wanted because of these two forces of the places that I have chosen for me to surrender when I find myself in the messy of the happenings, in the messy of when you compromise. And these two elements became the Kirstenbosch Park, which everybody should visit. One of the most amazing botanical park I have ever seen. And that's when I became very involved with the essence of the essential oils. And of course, as a little girl as well, I would get to that. So there are two of them. And then the last one, which is very, very better than anything, it is my great-grandmom. Knowing that I was brought up by such powerful woman who was very, very close to God, who always made me to be aware of the power of God, that Carol, everything around you, you will never be anybody in this world until you meet God. And God was not of religious as the religious world puts God. For my great grandmom made me to feel the essence of God. She actually made me feel, what does God feel? He said, God is within you, Carol. God resonates within you. He's in the air that you breathe. And when you are surrounded with God, so are you surrounded with your inner peace? And because of that, she says, also find yourself in nature, because in nature, that's where you found God. And then from the little a girl, that's why botanical, it's so important as number one priority when I have to think about myself. I used to run through the bushes and play with the daisies, especially before they emerge, you know. When the daisies come, every flower before it comes, it's surrounded with water before it breaks. So I used to open them and take their water and put them around my skin, because of God, my great grandma would send me back to the earth. And the fact that I grew up in a land where we had about 280 hectares, I was so much lucky. I could kiss God anytime, any moment, any day when I wanted to kiss God. And I would jump from one tree to another. We had grapes, we had apples, we had pears, we had, I think I grew up like a little princess key in terms of God and the space of nature. So today, that's what I'm still using when I'm exposed with anything. For me to heal from that, I bring these elements. Of course, Kissenbosch, the sea, of course, my great-grandmother, and then, of course, my memories of my childhood, how I was carried by God through my nature. So today, that's what you got to do to understand the essence of your body, mind, and soul. Choose few things that you would always change your situation towards to discover your inner peace, so that your body can have beautiful colors. I look at myself, and because of my work with colors, I always make sure that there's not even one unbalanced color on my body. And I don't fight it. What I do, I replace my emotions. By replacing my emotion, so anything that looks abnormal in my body get replaced. Thank you so much once again. This is Carol Matebula saying hallelujah, hallelujah. Let's do our best to always connect with our divine self. And we can only connect with our divine selves by really always staying harmony, stay in peace, and be connected with yourself and say, I am, and stand there and be a pillar of balance. Take a moment. Let the skeleton feel its foundation. Close your eyes and stand there and say, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm in peace, and I'll do whatever in my power to make sure that I'm in harmony with myself. I'll do whatever in my power to make sure that my skeleton is standing and it can never be moved by all the winds that comes from left, that comes from right. I have a power to withhold my skeleton so that nothing can shake me in this world, because I am rooted in the essence and the foundations of my breath. Kirstenbosch, it's a space where I can run to find my inner victory. The ocean, it's where I can find and replace my tears so that my water comes back within me. My great-grandmother, it is the essence and the foundation that brings me closer and closer and closer to God and my ancestors. And my land where I used to run as a little girl, it's my foundation of my creative self, ever emerging as the land, as it was 280 hectares. So that's the essence of my creativity, ever going back to the source, ever remembering where I come from. Thank you so much. This is Carol Matebula, and hope to see you. And I wish you a fantastic week ahead. And remember, your body is to be owned by you. Your body is to be discovered. You are not meant to have headaches. No. You are not meant to have any pains in your body. No. Your body was meant to live freely. And if you have any pains, give me a call, because I don't live with pains. Yes, there has been a problem with my belly because of the fibroids that I have had. And these fibroids had been a nightmare for me, but that was the only pain that I had. And I did whatever in my power. Even today, I'm still doing whatever in my power to work on this pain. And I can feel it, and I know how to map it, and I know how to. Today, I'm stronger than ever because I understood pain is a language. And pain is a language that was put within us by the hearing. So when you have a pain, start changing your voice and see where does that come from. And I thank you very much. I hope this message was something phenomenal for you, or something that you can find an answer from it. Remember, the story is understanding the essence of your inner body, body, mind, and soul. Once you understand those, so you are happy. Thank you so much, Carol Matabula. Bye for now.